Hi peeps. Um, I did it. I did the throw a little atypically this time. I was shuffling, and during that pre-shuffle, 4 cards came out, and I'm taking them because for me they resonated so strongly with the jumping off points that I had, which were, I wrote down 7 of Swords, evasive action on a sticky note, and on the other one, another piece of paper, I wrote down path of least resistance. And the cards I got out, to me, say that. First card out was 2 of Cups. The connection. Second card out was 7 of Swords. The one I'd written down on the sticky note, evasive action. And look at her, she's creeping, and it gives 7 of Swords a better feel to me than the typical 7 of Swords in Rider-Waite, which really looks like a thief. This one looks to me like somebody who's getting out of a trap under the radar, sneaking out, not sort of saying, I'm leaving, look at me. This is evasive. Hiding one's movements in order to evade, an attack, really. 9 of Wands came out yesterday, the wounded warrior. This has been a terrific struggle and something that's impeded this relationship, or this relationship scared somebody who had been in 9 of Wands position. I've been beaten up, and I'm gonna evade this connection because it'll kind of reveal my wounds, my 9 of Wands wounded warrior energy. This person is not as powerless, disempowered as they think they are. Yes, they've been through it, but they're through the battle, they've gleaned a purpose and a direction. They know something. They have a sense of where they want to go. And first off, they've got to get out of this. So I think in a weird way, we're talking about an individual who kind of, in one reading, evaded love because they felt too wounded, too tired, too exhausted, too depleted. So they took evasive action to get away. Nine of Wands, 2 of Wands. There's this kind of what next energy. A portal, a decision that needs to be made. And this came out in yesterday's reading too, pretty sure. So 2 2s on the board. 2 2s. 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups. A feeling of connection, 2 of Cups, and a feeling of which direction, 2 of Wands. And the card of evasive action and kind of exhaustion and having been through it right in the middle. Okay. And as I was looking at path of least resistance and evasive action, it came to mind the idea that, sometimes we can't move from A to B to C. We can't take the linear route. We might take the path of least resistance. Some kind of thing that goes like this will get us there, maybe even in less time and at less cost than the straightforward thing. For some reason, there's a need to do that. card on the bottom of the deck that I didn't take because I didn't understand it was a Knight of Wands. And we'll see if that comes out again, because that would be evasive action. You know, somebody who's kind of dodgy. But I think there's a question here of how do I get toward my Two of Cups? Which way do I go? What do I have to get out of in order to head in the direction that my heart, my Wands energy, my true core self. Oh boy, that's it. That just doesn't want to shuffle. Okay. On Two of Cups, we have, well, there it is, the one that I didn't take. Out again. The evasive action. It's like if a person perceives somebody's going to shoot at them, you know, they dodge, they run like this. They don't want to be a sitting duck, a target. So there's this kind of herky-jerky, I'll get in, I'll get out, I'll do it fast. Wands are fast energy. Knight of Wands, dodgy. Under Seven of Swords, also kind of an evasive action, Chariot. A 7 on a 7. I like it when that happens. It's sort of a confirmation. And this is balanced feeling that allows for forward movement. And I always say that, and it's a little bit the stock answer, but you know, under Seven of Swords could kind of be getting liberated from a mindset and into authentic feeling. Card of Cancer. So this dodginess becomes aligned through kind of acceptance of the feeling state and of feelings that are apparently opposite. I want to go forward into Two of Cups. I want to run and hide. Somehow those feelings are brought into alignment by escaping Seven of Swords, some kind of mindset. But it's hard to move forward if you're trying to evade. Star. Card of Aquarius, card of healing. The higher perspective. So I think the wounded warrior, the Knight of Wands, who feels perhaps like they've lost their sense of purpose and direction, but haven't really. You know, from the Aquarian overview perspective, even I'm getting the sense of looking down from above on this dodgy behavior. Comes to this higher level of understanding. Sword energy, air energy, Aquarian energy. Looking down from above and sort of seeing the pattern. Nine of Wands can also be the pattern. You know, doing it the same way again and again. Getting beaten up because you keep trying the same approach. And Star would be the ability to heal, one meaning of Star, the wounded warrior in you, or in the individual. I don't know if this is you. I don't know. Star, the ability to heal because you're able to rise above and look at your own behavior. Somebody's able to see their dodginess. Okay, under Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Another 2-2, you know, I like that. And it's the third 2 on the board. This is one of deciding something. Weighing the value of how it's almost utilitarian. because it's pentacles. How can I use this? Does this choice represent growth? Am I choosing the thing of value? Am I choosing the real thing? And again, the choice, how do I get there? Given that I'm wounded warrior. I mean, this is making sense to me as a narrative. Boy. Okay, clarifying, Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups. You know, this is sort of like, I mean, look at the card. On most, you know, in traditional Rider-Waite, the whole family is together and happy. Mom, dad, and the kids, and the dog. The old person, the young people, the whole kit and caboodle. This has got two people pictured. Two people who are apparently dissimilar. Black and white, male and female. But they're in concert. They're in an embrace. You know, they're fulfilling each other by coming together. That's on this evasive action, Knight of Wands. So it might be that the Knight of Wands is this passionate, purposeful, youthful energy going for Ten of Cups, having gotten their emotions in balance, having made a choice that aligns them internally and externally. But I'm not sure. Let's get one on Two of Coins and see if that, because like the Knight of Wands, can go either way. Can go either way. Seven of Pentacles on Two of Pentacles. What grows, what you invest in, what you choose to invest in, you know, in this, in life, in a tangible way. What are you going to nurture? On Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. I like that. It's the new beginning. It's the spark that lights the fire, that kindles the flame being life force, a new beginning. On Two of Cups, growth, passion, life force. There are things growing all around this wand. It's an energy of passion, forward movement, sense of direction. Wow. Six of Cups on Two of Wands. The card of the soulmate, the old friend, the person you've known for a long time, who knows you, who sees you, you see them, you see each other. How do I get there, Two of Wands? You know, and the individual is standing there at the portal. How do I get there? And this shows the two heading to a place, a shelter, a there. It's a temple. It's a holy place. Star, to me, also represents the holy place, the place you're guided to, the place you belong. You know, from this high perspective, you can see who you are, where you need to be, how to get there. It's a guide. It's the guidance from above. Literally, because the star, you know, Aquarian energy is that above energy that can see things from this higher plane. It's a major arcana, higher plane, archetypal plane. It's the only major arcana on the board. No, it's right next to Chariot. So we have the card of forward movement, balanced emotional energy, and a card, the star, of mental clarity that shows you where you belong, where you need to be. And need in the sense of, you know, to fulfill yourself, to be in the relationship that brings you both great happiness. From 2 of Cups to 10 of Cups. There's a new beginning. Ace of Wands. Okay, we need one on this evasive action business. Tell us about 7 of Swords. It can be a liberation, or it can be trying to get out of something. Oh my goodness. Really? Really? The 9 of Wands. Again, a repeat. It goes on 7 of Swords, and it's right next to 9 of Wands. I think this is somebody who's fought their way out of this trap, this mental trap. They've tried and tried and tried to break the pattern. That 9 of Wands. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll try this direction again. And it's kind of like a road that leads nowhere. Except that this person has a wand in hand, has survived, has extricated themselves at some cost. On the other 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior, we have Page of Wands. Again, sort of a card of new beginning. The new direction. The youthful direction. And completing some cycle. 9 of Wands plus the one he's carrying. He, she, they. 10 of Wands. The closing out of a cycle, an unburdening. An unburdening. And I talked about abandonment a lot, didn't I? The path of least resistance. I got to get a little more on that. Well, they are on a path. They're stumping through the snow. They're out in the cold, depleted of resources. Can be energetic currency, money or things that sustain you in the 3D. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can be a kind of currency in other areas of your life, but stuff that sustains you. And bottom of the deck. Another ace. Ace of Swords. That Aquarian energy, air energy, the truth. Starting again on the basis of a truth. It has something to do with that new perspective, the healing perspective. And I think it's something that can heal this sense of abandonment. And I kind of love it because here he comes again. Knight of Wands. And it might be to heal that evasive, erratic energy. It might be the truth that you're going for passionately and purposefully. It might be both. Whatever it is, I think it gets you, it's a direction, it's kind of like turning around and finding shelter. The two of you together somehow, linked as you apparently are. 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Chariot. There's an awful lot of, and 5 of Pentacles, the 2 out in the cold. There's some kind of clarity that allows for forward movement. Fast forward movement. But apparently also balanced forward movement, Chariot. and a choice that's been made based on this higher perspective. You know what to invest in. Somebody does. And it seems to be in this relationship. I think you both are. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Chariot. All these cards implying both. 10 of Cups as it appears here. They're saying look for timing. Chariot is Cancer this summer, the next season after Gemini. Anything else on this, please? Apparently so. Okay, we have 6 of Wands, a card of success, sometimes of ego. It's also Wands energy, fire energy. But somebody's accomplished something. You know, it can be sort of like wanting to be seen or being seen, a little bit showing off. This is way too many. Okay. 6 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles, another repeat. We're winding it up because we're getting the same cards. Whatever you've invested in and grown is, you know, it's like it's taking root. You've accomplished something, and you'll have something to show for it in 3D, a harvest of Pentacles. You know, what energy you expend, this energetic currency, gives you back. It'll grow, it'll bear fruit. And I think this is the last card. Yeah, we talked about 10 of Wands before. 9 of Wands plus Page of Wands. The 10 of Wands, the unburdening. It's almost like it will grow because what stands in its way, what blocks the sun, you know, the fire, this is closing out a cycle and removing what you don't. I'm getting like, you know, in a fire, if you're lighting a fire, if you put too much stuff on it at once, you know, you try to get the kindling, the logs, even the wet logs going all at once with 1 or 2 crumpled newspaper, won't happen. To burn, it needs air, it needs space. And this is like removing what you don't need in fire energy to get the space to ignite the thing. To ignite the thing. And the thing is, 2 of Cups. I gotta put these down. 2 of Cups. Closing out a cycle. 10 of Wands. So you can begin the new thing. There's space enough to light the fire, to grow the thing you want to invest in, the thing that will feed you, that's worthwhile, that kind of pays you back with energetic currency. Ten of Cups, 10 of Wands, new cycles. And to get there, it may have been exhausting. 9 of Wands twice for both of you. Oh, goodness me. Looking down, that's what's staring at me. 4 of Wands. I'm peeking here. Let me just peek. Yeah. 4 of Wands. Which is like, yay! We'll make it to this place. Star energy, to the place we belong. We've both traveled. We've both had that sense of direction. that has led us to this meeting place. Yay, to celebration. Another 4 underneath. The thing we thought we'd lost. The 4 of Cups energy of the love that might have been. Somebody doesn't see the cup that's in the air being offered to them. 5 of Wands. It's been a struggle in Wands energy. To get to that 4 of Wands, not easily. Internal struggle, and perhaps struggle with other people who want different things than you do, who might want to block this 4 of Wands ability to come together. 4 of Swords. Something's being healed. Somebody's stepping out of this this 5 of Wands struggle and healing through clarity, a stillness, allowing the sort of, like 5 of Wands is stirring up the muck on the bottom of the pond. And this is allowing it to settle, to get clarity, calmness. So we have 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords, all together. Is 16. Is Tower. Some event that shakes the whole thing up. As does 5 of Wands. Remember I said it's like the silt on the bottom of the situation being kicked up by this 5 of Wands. Allowing it to settle. In stillness. But there was an event that did this, that kicked up that clouded the waters. And it's not here on the board, it's just implicitly here in all these 4 energies. 4s indicate stability usually, or how to attain it. And 4 of Cups I'm seeing here is like holding out hope. You know, there's this cup here being offered. There's a person here who's kind of given up. But the universe is suggesting, hold out hope. Be vulnerable. Don't shut down because you didn't get the love you wanted. Because, in fact, once everything settles, 4 of Wands, the meeting. And I have to say, we get the same basic message again and again. And I think it just affirms that we're in a place we're hanging on. Both people are hanging on. Both people are unburdening. Both people are investing, trying to find a way forward. And they will. Find a way forward from this out in the cold energy to a new understanding, a clarity about how to move forward. I think that 9 of Wands energy is a positive in this because it's paired up with 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. The new beginnings. Soulmate energy is not an easy path, you know. I don't think it's the path of least resistance. It might be to stop fighting it, to stop fighting the pull of this thing. 5 of Wands, to stop fighting it, to take a breather and heal in order to move forward. This connection is important, and it's important to both of you and to your growth, individually and together. It needs the space, you know, that image of the fire needing the air to go foof and burst into flame. Needing that Aquarian energy, star, the truth being spoken, Ace of Swords, for the new beginning. The air needs to flow to ignite the thing. There's something very much about that. And that air energy might be truthful communication. Air. You know how you ignite the fire. Give it room, give it air. Fire needs oxygen and space to burn, to light, to live.